The Boo Bitch, scared me a little bit. Newest mini-series. The episodes are around the 30-minute mark, and I'm glad that they are around that 30-minute mark because essentially for the whole 8 episodes it doesn't really hit all the mark, but we are presented with our 2 BFFs and it's their last-ditch effort to really get noticed in their high school scene. One of them becomes a ghost and allows the other one to really live their best life. Where I'm unsure entirely who the target audience is for this. Like sometimes it's really childish and other times the cast is like talking in a really mature and like 30 plus sort of realm where you're like, I'm not entirely sure what is going on because like they're just all over the place. I know like teenagers obviously are that and they're trying to find their way, and this really hits pretty much every single stereotype there is in terms of that high school trope, but like everyone is pretty much to the max of their stereotype, and it's really focused on the 2 best friends and them being able to get noticed. The editing is pretty stylish. The humor in it is probably that awkward delivery where it's the humor that they're trying to get through the conversations that high schoolers trying to talk to each other. There are like the lingo that's going on there, like they're just abbreviating a number of words, which I had no idea what they were, and I'm glad that they flashed it up on the screen because otherwise I would have no idea exactly what they're saying, and they do it a number of times. Pacing of this, like, it's easy to binge watch because it is only that 8 episodes, but the pace is non-stop throughout, like the entire time from the get-go to the end. It's just moving at such a rate that you're like, all right. I'm not sure if they were like trying to parody everything in terms of the high school sort of setting, but it felt like a parody in everything that was happening. And like it's well acted, but just because the storyline doesn't really do anything exciting just on the connection between the 2 girls and them trying to navigate their way through high school life, it does follow that predictable storyline where one gets popular and has that conflict with friendship groups due to them becoming like really popular, kind of like Mean Girls, how that sort of played out, where there is a little bit of a twist at the end, but it's very predictable. You can sort of see it all coming along. There are a number of like funny parts in it, but it really doesn't hit the mark. Like it's just okay, and I'm glad that it's a mini series and they're not going to keep going on with it. The acting was reasonably well. It's just like you can see them sort of struggling with the script, and I'm not sure if the writers were like really self-aware or it just became sort of lazy in the end and they had to fill that 8 episodes. Where if it was shorter, it would have been better. Like I quite enjoyed the first 2 episodes. Like I was reasonably engaged in it, and I was like, all right, this could be actually a fun ride. Where I did have some moments where I was laughing in the setup, where one of them obviously dies due to a moose getting hit by a car and it landing on him. Like there was that sort of setup and seeing them develop and experience their powers, that was kind of cool. But then it just went into the stereotypical ride of the high school trope and the predictable storyline. Fortunately, it gets a 2 out of 5 stars from me. Like it was okay, it was a reasonable setup. The actors did a good job. It's just the predictable storyline didn't really go anywhere that you really wanted it to. But you know, give it a look. Don't watch it all in once. Like have a little bit of a break in between it, and you know what to do. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and tell your friends.